आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
On the 28th of July 1921, the Indian National Congress decided to boycott upcoming visit of Prince of Wales. The year was 1920 and the non-cooperation movement had gained major importance and momentum in the country. Later that year, students left schools that were run or supported by the British government, and those who held jobs at British offices resigned and joined the independence movement.
The public began gathering at mass rallies to burn their British goods to signify their non-cooperation. People began giving more importance to local artisans over the factory-made goods from Britain. The British began facing economic losses. Indians knew that this movement had a very large impact.
On the 28th of July in 1921, the All India Congress Committee took a strong stance related to the non-cooperation movement. The Congress decided to boycott the upcoming visit of the Prince of Wales in November as a part of this nationwide movement.
Prince of Wales was to visit India to thank the nation for the essential role it had played during the First World War. The decision of boycotting the visit of Prince Wales in November meant that India could finally showcase its defiance in front of the royal family of Britain. So, the preparations for the boycott began. Mahatma Gandhi sought the filling of prisons with volunteers, and volunteer bands were also organised.
The magnitude of this movement was felt by the then Viceroy of India Reading, who commented, "The change from Gandhi's appeal to intellectuals to his appeal to ignorant masses has altered the situation."
The arrival of the Prince of Wales in November 1921 saw widespread protests. He was greeted with deserted streets and a large-scale countrywide hartal. Political meetings all around the country were marred by mob violence. The situation escalated in Bombay, where several protesters were severely injured due to police action. This led to the next phase of the non-cooperation movement in November 1921, which almost broke the government.
We remember freedom fighter Rameshwar Thakur, who was born on the 28th of July 1927 in the village of Thakur Gangti, district Godda, Jharkhand. He was actively involved in the Quit India movement in 1942. Thakur stayed underground for about 6 months in Rajmahal Hills of Santhal Parganas, Jharkhand. However, he was arrested and detained in the Central Jail, Kolkata, for his anti-British activities.
After independence, Rameshwar Thakur joined politics and actively participated in social reforms in Santhal Parganas, Jharkhand. Rameshwar Thakur helped set up the Hari Devi Memorial Fund in 1965. He helped establish Hari Devi Rural Referral Hospital at Godda in 1976 and a hospital for cancer, leprosy and TB in 2002 at his native village Thakur Gangti.
Rameshwar Thakur served as the president of the Bharat Scouts and Guides from 1998 to 2001 and again after November 2004. He was sworn in as the 15th Governor of Karnataka in 2007. He was transferred as the Governor of Madhya Pradesh for the remainder of his gubernatorial term on June the 24th, 2009. Rameshwar Thakur continued to work for the betterment of people till his death on the 15th of January 2015. AIR News salutes the great Indian.
We also remember Nanhe Khan of Madhya Pradesh. He joined hands with the rebels of his area during the First War of Independence of 1857 and fought the British forces on several occasions. Nanhe Khan was caught by the British in the course of an encounter and executed by hanging on the 28th of July, 1857. AIR News salutes the brave martyr.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.